what's interesting these days?
Bitcoin. Look for Bitwise, my friends.
You know what's interesting these days?
Bitcoin. Look for Bitwise, my friends.
Back again, Crypto Excel, another low cap gem. Remember, this is not financial advice. Manage your risk and get a financial advisor should you need one. All right, the coin today is AI Tech. So Solidus AI Tech. Reason why I'm bullish on this one. This is an AI coin again, right? Low cap AI gem. Low market cap. 4 million. 4.9 under 5 million, fully diluted 32 million. It's about a 5 million market cap. Price chart is not doing that well right now, right? It's come down a lot since the launch, and it's accumulating. Like right here is a good accumulation zone. I would say anywhere from a cent to 1.5 cent. Now it's like 1.6 cent. So this could be. It could be stagnant for a while. It could not do anything for a while. But I do believe this one's going to perform because this is from the same team that brought you. Okay, I have to be careful about the words I'm using here. It's from the same group of people. They're kind of connected. The people who brought you Change GPT, Dex Check, and now this is AI Tech. I would keep an eye on this conglomerate because it seems like they know what they're doing. Change GPT exploded recently within the last few months, and it would have been great to get in on the ground floor of that coin. The IDO was pot 008, and it did like a 40 something X back in earlier in 2023, and right now it's pumping as well. It's doing really, really well. So this has not pumped yet. It's AI Tech, and it's very, very close to IDO price. So I will be accumulating down here. That's fine. And if it takes a while, and it's kind of funny, right? Because I say a while in crypto, and a while in crypto can only mean like 6-7 months, right? And people always chase the green candles. They always say like, I'm not going to get this. It's not moving. The price is, the chart's not moving. And they want to go and get something like that's already pumped, like Solana. Solana is doing great, but the multiples you're going to get from Solana is maybe you get like a 6x, right? For $600 you get a 6x, maybe an 8x, right? And something like this has a possibility of doing 100x, right? So I'd rather use a smaller amount, dollar amount, investment amount, and buy something like this than put it in a coin that's already billions of dollars in market cap. And I know there's also the understanding that you need some big caps in the portfolio for safety, and I understand that. It makes sense, but I've also seen a lot of big caps go down, right? I've seen Terra Luna go down, and that was a big cap coin. There's other coins that I've seen become hacked, and they were big caps, right? Solana at one point, because of the FTX debacle, that collapsed greatly. It went all the way down to $8, right? So what I'm trying to say is that big caps are risky too, and crypto in general is very risky. It's high risk. That's why I say that this is not a financial advice channel. What you're watching is a documentary of someone who's investing in crypto, who's enthusiastic about crypto, and who's acquiring these high risk, low cap gems to see where they're going to go. Who is very optimistic about what it can be and where they can go. And my Patreons are seeing this even closer firsthand. They're knowing when I'm buying, what I'm buying, what prices I'm buying. And so they could come along on a journey with me, and they'll see me buy at these low prices here. And 2 years from now, should this decimal point move over twice, this could be $1.60. I think that will be very exciting. So let me get back to AI Tech. So they're a Launchpad, right? They're another Launchpad. Many crypto Launchpads out here, and they have they're a Launchpad where it's possible to get to the high tiers. To get a really good allocation would be like 100,000. To get a really good allocation would be 100,000 AI tech, and then they have a point system where if you stake it for a year, you multiply your amount of AI tech by 2 points, and then this will be at 200. You'll be at the tier that's 200 points, and you'll get a fairly decent size allocation. 1,600 is kind of a lot to put down on a Launchpad, but in a bull market, you will wish you can get a Launchpad for $1,600. You would wish, you would pray and hope, because you watch, people are going to be spending like $20,000 to get in on a Launchpad, and then they're only going to get like $50 allocation after spending 20 grand. So they came out on a lot of prestigious platforms. One of the platforms that AI Tech came out on was Engine Starter, and at a price of penny and 0.012, 12, right? 0.012, and the current price of AI Tech is 0.016. So it's really, really very close to IDO price, which doesn't normally happen, especially not at this stage, at the stage we are at in the market where Bitcoin is. So I'm keeping an eye on this. I've been DCAing, and if we go down lower, I'll DCA a little bit more. One thing about this Launchpad is that they have a KYC system operational, so United States and other jurisdictions are not able to participate in their launches. The list of restricted countries are similar to the same list of restricted countries. Most of these Launchpads use the same restricted country list. So that's one thing to consider, right? Because I wouldn't want you to get in a Launchpad and then you find out that you can't use it because of your country's restriction. So I would recommend you do your own research on that. But as an investment vehicle, I will say that I suspect that should things play out the way I suspect they will, being that, going into a bull market for altcoins and Bitcoin going to all-time highs sometime within the 2-year future, most likely fourth quarter of 2025. Notice with all the words that I'm using qualifying words saying that it should be according to the cycle, because in crypto anything can happen. But I will play it according to what we've seen before, over the past 13 years. The team is doxed, which is good to know. The team have a similar setup, and this project has a similar setup to other projects within the group that I mentioned before, ChangeGPT and DexCheck. So the idea is to buy them before they get their 40x pump, and not buy them after they get their 40x pump. I'm trying to get it before that pump happens. So the first project they released was Script Network, and this did quite well. This did about a 7x at the all-time high, and it's retraced recently. But the idea is to get in early. Even though it retraces, it's hard for it to go back to this IDO price, right? So you want to buy it for the lowest possible price and then hold it until its highest possible price. We're doing the highest price period, which will be most likely in 2025. So that's the idea of Launchpads in general. Getting new projects, new hot projects that are coming out. You're getting them early before the Raging Bull, and you go into the Raging Bull buying them for the lowest prices, which increases your chance of getting 100x. And yeah, so overall, they have different staking periods, and they have different staking periods for different times. You have 365-day staking period. and you also have the 90-day and the 180-day, and they all come with different APRs. And the thing is that the longer you stake it for, obviously, the longer your APR here. Compounding your APY. I said APR, but this is actually APY. Annual percentage yield. This is, it's a clean website. Tiers. Let's look at the tiers really quick. So you have 2,000 points, 4,000 points, 40,000 points, 100,000, 200,000, and 400,000, right? And you also have a multiplier system, 1.3, 1.5, and 2x. Okay, so what does that mean? I'll give you a quick hypothetical with the 2x or multiplier. Let's say that you stake it for a year. Now, let's say you bought 1,000 AI Tech coins and you stake it for 1 year. So 1,000 coins times the 365-day pool, it would be a 2x multiplier. So you take your 1,000 coins and you multiply it by 2, which will give you 2,000 points, which will put you in the base tier, right? So if you wanted to get to the highest tier possible, that would be 200,000 AI Tech, which will be around $3,200, which is, that's quite expensive. But that would give you diamond tier, meaning that you would get the largest allocation you can get. And then below that, you have the platinum tier, so that's 100,000 coins. If it was the 365-day, that would be 200,000 points, which would put you in platinum tier, which is also a very big allocation. And it goes down from there. A good tier, I guess a good middle tier would be either the silver or the gold. Gold would be 50,000 AI Tech coins. You multiply that by, and you stake it for 1 year, that would give you 100,000 points, which would put you into the gold tier, which is it's a decent amount of allocation for that. And the price for that would be half of 1,600, right, which would be around $800. And then the lower tier to that would be 40,000, so that would be 20,000 coins. If you staked for a year, would give you 40,000 points, which would put you in the silver league, which is also, I would say, the tier to get, where you get a decent allocation. Lower than that, you're not really going to get much of an allocation. So 20,000 AI Tech coins would cost $322. So that's a decent tier that would be a decent tier to be in. With everything I'm saying, I have to qualify all of the information to let you know that I'm not in contact with the team members on AI Tech. I don't know the inner workings. This is crypto. Crypto is high risk, especially when you're staking for a year. The coins are not in your wallet. They're on the website of whichever crypto you're staking at. So you'll have to manage your risk when you do something like this, because anything could happen in crypto. But that's why my strategy is to have multiple projects that I'm invested in, and I would put each thing to the side. But this is one I feel that it's on my radar. I do like the price. I think it's undervalued for what they do. And I do believe that in a raging bull run, when I say raging bull run, I mean, Q4 2024, all cryptos are going to be up. And a crypto that is as low as this is extremely low right now. If I look at the market cap, this is 5 million market cap. That's very, very low, right? So I could imagine during 2024, the multiples, Q4 2024, this could be a 20x from I would be surprised if it's not a 20x from where we are right now. I think a 20x would be conservative, right? To Q4 2024 is almost a year from now, and that would be after the ETFs are out. It'll also be after halving. So we're talking about post halving, post ETF, and during the parabolic phase of the Bitcoin chart. So a small cap, tiny coin like this, that's only 5 million market cap, fully diluted 32 million, A small coin like this could easily 20x from here to now. I think that's actually being conservative. So AI tech is on my radar. I have been DCAing, and when projects from Indian starter, the price starts going close to the IDO price, it's actually a buy signal. It's not a sell signal. It doesn't mean that it's a bad project. It means that investors don't realize what the project is. That's how I see it. All right, so it's definitely a go, and do your own research. My Patreons would have known to accumulate down here, and they're getting insight and information that is not posted on YouTube, and they get the information first. Right? That's all I've got for you right now. I could go on, but I think I gave you the gist of the information and really good information. I hope that you're taking care of yourself. I'm hoping that you're taking care of your physical, mental, and spiritual health, and that you're managing your risk, and you have everything together. Money is not everything, but it allows you to do a lot of the other things you want to do. It allows you to lead the kind of life you want. Right? Crypto Excel, saying peace, love, happiness, and crypto gains. All right.